8,000 Cameroonians are going to be sent back home by force by Donald Trump. Why? Because they believe it's time to go home. Cameroon is not in war or doesn't have any issue that requires necessity of helping Cameroonians in the United States of America. It's time, war is over, go back home. And many people are very angry. We're going to find out about that. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. You appreciate it. You know what it is. Here we talk about Africa. We talk about Tanzania, Uganda, Namibia, Botswana. You want to know about these African countries? You're at the right place. You want to know about the continent in depth, socially, economically? You're at the right place. Well, this is family. Here, fellas, we bash each other from time to time. Don't be shocked. But we go hard. And when we go hard, don't be shocked because, again, it's for the good of everybody. Africa will not let any other African nation anymore stay behind. We need to push each other, move forward. So it's okay. Don't feel touched. It's not personal. Every country has issues. Sometimes it's Nigeria. Sometimes it's South Africa. Sometimes it's Uganda. Sometimes it's a different country that we talk very strongly about. But the goal is very simple. Bring everybody together. Level up everybody so we can move forward. Well, today we're in Cameroon. Yes, Cameroon. Here's the map. Cameroon is here. Now, Donald Trump has a power with his government to extend anybody's visa who's not local, obviously not natural American, should they judge that their condition requires them to be protected by the United States of America. Maybe because their country is still at war, maybe because they are researched in their country, maybe because they are a target by politicians or government entities. The United States of America can say, okay, fella, Jerome, John, Jack, Melinda, you can stay in America since your country is at war. Your country is not okay. We can see you've been here illegally, but it's fine. We can keep you here provided that you're protected. Because your father was a politician and you said some things perhaps that the politicians today don't like. That's the reason why we're going to keep you here. Because if you go back home, you're going to be unalive. We know some people that go over there and they say they are men that like other men. You know what I'm saying? And they will pretend that where they come from, there are some very hostile people to them. Therefore, they have to leave the country and find refuge in America. And America will say, because your country has not changed yet, we can keep you here. We can extend your stay. Well, Trump said, enough. No more for Cameroonians. Okay, y'all can go back home. Thank you very much. It's time for you to go. So Trump official end temporary status for Afghans and Cameroonians. It's not just Cameroonians, it's Afghans as well. I mean, just imagine. Afghanistan has gone through the most. And America went to Afghanistan. They created mayhem in Afghanistan. And many Afghanis have left Afghanistan looking for refuge elsewhere. Many have gone to the United States of America looking for a better life. Many have redone their life. They have nothing connected to Afghanistan anymore. Now, today, America say, well, Afghanistan is free now. You must go back. There's no such thing as, oh, now I'm comfortable. No, you're going back. So they're talking about 14,600 Afghans and 7,900 Cameroonians are legally in the United States under the program which grants them temporary safety from conflict and instability. Now, what's going to happen now, the administration of Donald Trump has moved to end the legal protection for thousands of Afghans and Cameroonians legally living in the United States. Legally living in the United States. It's over. What are they going to do? How are they going to feel? Well, they're very angry. Cameroonians are not happy. Okay. A lot of people are saying Cameroon is not safe. We cannot go back. It's not time for us to go back. We want to stay in America. Yeah.
Cameroon is still very much unsafe, especially in the northwest and in the southwest. Even the U.S. embassy here in Cameroon has decided that their workers should not go to the northwest and the southwest because of the political instability. If the president of the U.S. decides to send back all the Cameroonians who are out there, they are going to come here and suffer the insecurities just as we are suffering.
Cameroon is not yet safe. So the president of the United States decision not to renew the protection right automatically means that those Cameroonians who are in the US will have to be deported back to the country. And being deported now will bring them into a lot of insecurity most especially with the knowledge of the insecurity taking place in the northwest and in the southwest.
Now, let me just tell you, like a lot of Cameroonians pray the opportunity to go to America. And obviously, as much as it doesn't sound right, I know for a lot of people who love their countries and stuff like that, many want to leave the country. Okay, they will do a lot of things to leave the country. We'll get to that. This is targeting those individuals who are living in the United States under the designation called Temporary Protected Status, TPS.
That's something that the families back home should be most afraid of. Because those that sought political protection here in the United States based on persecution back home, you're sending them back home again to be, we don't know what the end result will be if they come back to Cameroon.
So when you have a TPS status, you legal, okay? You're protected because your country is going through mayhem. Your country is at war. Your country is discriminating against men that like other men or women that like other women. So you are protected because then you can do that. Now, unfortunately, many Africans go to America and Europe and they lie. Okay. They will tell you story along the lines. Well, I come from a region where things are really bad. People are being unalived. Some will even lie saying that, I'm a man that like other men, but in reality, it's not truth because that's one of the most plausible thing that works since they realize that lying about war doesn't work every time. But when you say you're a man, you like other men, and you're persecuted, everybody's hostile towards you. You're seeing a white guy from, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. That's so primitive of them. Please come here. Yeah, that works much better. Unfortunately, when Africans do things that function, not just African, black people in general, the biggest enemy is generally another black person. So if an African is stealing from the bank, okay, let's say stealing from the bank to give to the poor, the person who's going to tell the bank, even though this other African's been doing it for the longest time, is another African person, another black person. Let me repeat myself. When a black person is winning in a thing that he shouldn't be winning on, and they cannot see him, the person who's going to tell on him is another black person. That's what it is. It doesn't matter. I don't care whether you're American, you have the same demons. These people that's been leaving Africa, especially Cameroon, going to America for various reasons, that went there, decided to stay there because it's a better life, started very slowly being accused by other black people, especially from Cameroon, saying, oh, that one, oh, he's not from the region where there's war. Or he's not. Okay, let me put it this way for you. So Cameroon is this country right here, okay? Cameroon has been through the most. Let me explain. Cameroon was initially colonized by the Germans. When white people came into Africa, they took many countries. Britain took Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, and all of the other countries. France took Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Guinea, and many other countries. Germany took Cameroon as well. That was many years ago. In 1916, after World War I, when Germany was defeated, France and Britain took over Cameroon, but they split it in two. One side was the British Cameroon, the other side was the French Cameroon. While the French Cameroon got independence in 1960, the British Cameroon got independence in 1961. But the two parts were not getting along really well because even though they came together, the English side of Cameroon felt like they were being abandoned, okay? They were being forced French because a lot of them couldn't speak French, unfortunately. They were being forced, things that they didn't like. They were not being invested in, and there was not people from the English-speaking Cameroon situated in higher level of government or army. So they were very unhappy with the French side of government. And therefore, with the years going on, they decided, you know what? We want to split the country. We want to create our own country. And obviously, the French side of Cameroon has not been happy with that. And it's been mayhem. It's been fighting and unaliving each other and stuff like that. Now, Cameroon, since its independence or since it's been a country, has had only two presidents. Yes, since 1960, they've had two presidents. This was the first president of Cameroon. You can see him right here. And this is the current president. Okay, his name is Paul Biya. Paul Biya is 92 years old. He's president. Yes, he's been president for 42 years. Yes, you can understand the frustration. So a lot of people are frustrated, for a lot of things. Not just because there's war of a region where people want to be their own country, but also, as you can imagine, 42 years of power, you get to a point where things don't function properly. No roads, no decent, when you have schools like this, when you have hospitals like this, when you're living in these conditions, what do? You become frustrated. You look for a better life somewhere else, right? It's complicated. So as much as people leave Cameroon because there's an area of Cameroon where there's unaliving each other, the majority that leave Cameroon as an opportunistic refugee. So I'm going to, but they even call it bang. They say going to America is bang, America or Europe. I'm going to bang. So many Cameroon ladies will rather marry a white man. So they're going to, you can go, I'm not inventing things. You can go check that online. There's a lot of videos about that. It's called les Camerooners. You can find those videos. Many Cameroonian women will rather marry a white man, old white men, so they can go live in Europe or America, running away from Cameroon.
Je vais chercher le blanc vraiment, parce qu'avec les noirs, c'est la merde. C'est la merde, bien sûr. Avec les noirs, c'est la merde. Parce que le blanc, c'est le blanc demeure le blanc. Avec le blanc, tu n'as pas les mots de tête. Il y a une très grande différence. Oui. Avec le blanc, tu n'as pas les mots de tête.
Tu cherches plutôt des blancs?
Oui. Oui, en réalité, oui.
Pourquoi tu cherches un blanc?
Pour moi, je trouve que les blancs sont un peu délicats. Et puis, je me dis qu'ils savent aimer, quoi.
Et c'est ça qui te plaît, non? Parce qu'il faut être coquine, il faut lui donner l'envie. C'est peut-être l'envie là qui va lui faire prendre l'avion pour qu'il arrive ici.
On s'est bien accroché, hein?
Ah, il dit que c'est accroché. C'est lui qui dit.
Et pour toi?
Bon, moi, on dit que... Pour moi, je suis dans ceux qui disent qu'il faut croire à ce que tu fais. On fait avec ce qu'on a. C'est lui qui est tombé dans mon filet. Alors, je l'ai pêché.
Tu crois que ça va marcher?
Non, oui, je crois que ça va marcher.
Il va venir?
Oui.
Quand nous sommes sur le net, on ne vais pas vous mentir, je ne vais pas chercher les Africains là-bas. Si c'est pour chercher les Africains, je devais les trouver ici au Cameroun. Moi, je vais là-bas pour chercher le blanc.
So the problem here is not necessarily war. The problem here is governance. Now in Cameroon, it's one of those countries where even lawyers get beat up. Okay, when the lawyers claim, they put them to the police, they beat them up. Lawyers beat them. I mean, if the lawyers are getting beat up, what about you as a normal person? So if you want to talk about reasons to leave the country, there's plenty of reasons to leave the country because it's a real shithole country. If you want to talk about shithole, Cameroon is one of them. Don't get triggered because it's the truth. Let's fix it. Instead of you getting triggered, I think the best thing to do is initially to understand that you have a problem and then find a solution. What kind of solution can be found? Very simple. The people have to come together because if power has been within the same hand for 42 years, then there must be a problem. Now, how can you stay in power for 42 years? It means you have supporters. Who are the supporters? Cameroonians. Therefore, as much as there are Cameroonians fighting, saying this man has been in power for 42 years, there are some other Cameroonians that are profiting from that guy, therefore subjugating and subjecting the other Cameroonians into torture, beatings and stuff like that. If you open your mouth against this man, we're going to beat you up, even though we are Cameroonian like yourself. Now, isn't that a reason for Donald Trump to say, you know what, you guys don't have a problem because your brothers are actually eating, they playing in your shithole country. We can't have you here. Because you need to go fix your country. If you're not happy, then come together. Because how do you explain to me that a government that 1,000 people rule over millions of people? Why can't you come together and do something about it? Why? Because your people have cousins in government. Your people have uncles in government. Your people have siblings in government that are profiting. Now, is this a problem of the United States of America to resolve? Absolutely not. I think it comes time where you need to go back home. Go back to your home. Go back to your home. We can understand you going to Africa, perhaps to the next African country, provided you bring something positive. But you cannot be fighting saying, no, I don't want to go because Cameroon is still... Well, okay, but are you truly one of those people that... Surely there are people that deserve to be protected because they come from an area that's at war, you know, those Cameroonians that want to run away. But the majority is not them. The majority is the people that are just running away from, poverty, from misery, no job, joblessness. Now, do you fix that by running away? No, you don't. This is controversial because the United States of America very recently released a do not travel advisory to Cameroon. They said that this warning is due to violent crime, kidnapping, armed conflict, terrorist attack, and limited healthcare availability. You'd think we're talking about Nigeria, but well, Cameroon, and look at Cameroon is here, Nigeria is here. So In some areas, the same people. Look again. Cameroon, Nigeria. It should be the same people. Very, very close. The advisory strongly discouraged travel of the following: far north region due to terrorism and kidnappings, northwest and southwest region due to armed separatist conflict, North Adamawa due to crime, kidnapping and banditry. It's crazy, as you can see, fellas. And they say again, if you choose to travel to Cameroon, do not display signs of wealth like expensive watches or jewelry. Stay informed about local government and be ready to alter plans. Enroll in a smart traveler enrollment program and receive security alert. Follow travel at government on Twitter. So it's crazy. Let me know how you feel about this. Should America feel bad because Cameroonians have left Cameroon? They want to stay in America. Almost 8,000 of them. They want to be, America is nice, for certain level, obviously. Or should America say to Cameroon and go back to Cameroon, go fix it? The man has been in power for 42 years. They can't beat all of you together. Find a solution. Or maybe Cameroonians could start looking for other opportunities in different African countries, provided they bring good things, positivity, skills, availability. You can't go forever begging in a place they don't want you. They say, we don't want you here, but you're still begging. No.